Anyone who's known me for some time will know that for the longest time, one of the games I couldn't stand was Overwatch. It was a game I loathed for several reasons, which is why for many of you who have known me for some time in my Discord, you were probably shocked when you saw me not only playing Overwatch, but having a good time doing it as well. So, in today's video, I figured I'd discuss why I had this change of heart, mainly going over the issues I had with the game previously that have been addressed, and some of the things they added that I find enjoyable. My name is Thrill, and let's get right into it. Let's start off with 3 of the biggest issues I had with the game itself. The first of these issues was that it felt like there was a lack of any meaningful progression in the game outside of the ranked modes and the battle pass, which is why when I came back to discover that there were now individual level tracks for each hero in the game, I was really happy about it. These tracks go from level 1 to a staggering level 1000, with rewards such as hero icons, loot boxes, name cards, and more basic cosmetic rewards relating to the hero that you've leveled up. There's also an ever-intensifying border that goes around your character's icon in the HUD. It starts off as the main one. At level 20, you get this blue one. At level 40, you get this cool purple one. And at level 60, you get this really cool gold one. This might seem like a basic feature, but a lot of players, myself included, enjoy having progression tracks like this to show how much time you put in with a certain hero. Plus, on the lobby screen, anyone can see your 3 most played heroes, so it can function also as a way to tell who in your team is good at what kind of sub-roles, like hit scan DPS, projectile DPS, based on the hero levels. The next issue I had was with the map pool. There are a lot of modes I just never enjoyed in Overwatch, and because modes are tied to maps, if I got one of these maps, I was just kind of screwed. My options were to either re-queue or to just tough it out. This is why I'm a big fan of the new map voting system that they've added, because with it, I at least have some form of choice over the modes I do and don't want to play. However, I do still have some mild gripes with this system, mainly the fact that the ability for the most voted map to somehow not get picked to be played is absurd to me. And the fact that in order to have any real influence over how the voting goes, you need to have a few friends with you, which is kind of a bummer for solo players, but I really do appreciate the fact this system is in the game, as it's an amazing quality of life feature for most players. The last issue is going to sound a bit weird, but it was a big one to me. I really love how they got rid of the FOMO the game used to have surrounding mythic skins. When I last played, the only way to get a mythic skin was to complete the battle pass for the season it came out in, which promoted really unhealthy FOMO in the player base. Now, mythic skins can be purchased and upgraded in the shop using a new currency, earnable either in the battle pass or by purchasing it directly. While I do understand some people will be upset about the fact their skin, which was limited time, is now no longer limited time, I really appreciate how Blizzard went about this. It's a great quality of life change that helps with the player base enjoy the game more and be less toxic, so everybody wins. Before we get into the second part of the video, I just want to ask that if you're enjoying the video, then please leave a like. And if you want to see more videos about all things FPS gaming, please consider subscribing and turning on the bell. Right now, almost 98% of you aren't subscribed, so I'd really appreciate it if some of you would help me reach my goal for the end of October, which is to hit 1,000 subs. I'm a little over halfway right now, and would greatly appreciate it. Alright, back to the video. Now that we've gone over how they've addressed some of the issues I had with the game before, let's go over some of the newer content they've added in order from the stuff I enjoy the least to the stuff I enjoy the most. Starting with the new PvE missions. While I do see the fun in these, and I found the one mission I did play to be a decent time, these really are a letdown compared to the campaign that was promised when Overwatch 2 was first announced. While I personally really did enjoy them, knowing what they could have been compared to what they actually are does kind of put a damper on them when you're actually playing through the missions. However, I did find the boss fights and dynamic objectives in the one mission I did have time to play before making this video to be really fun. And the mode at its core is enjoyable enough, which is why I have it as the new content that while I do enjoy it, it definitely adds the least to the game in my opinion. Do take into account that I've only played one of the 3 missions in the invasion pack at the time of recording this, so this isn't a complete opinion on the mode yet. Once I do finish out the other 3 missions, I'll pin an updated opinion in the comment section. Next, I want to talk about the new perk system that was added. This one system has drastically changed just how much I enjoy the game, as the layers of player expression it brings are almost limitless. With this one system, 2 players could be playing a completely different hero as the game goes on. Perks can either be small changes or literally change the core of how some of your abilities work. Let's take the hero I played the most, Soldier 76, as an example. At level 3, Soldier 76 can choose to completely swap his healing field for a stim. On top of healing him for 30 HP per second for 5 seconds, will increase his attack speed for 5 seconds as well. And there's perks like this on tons of heroes. I know most veteran players are probably rolling their eyes at how much fun I find this system, but it really has made the game that much more fun for me. Lastly, we have Stadium. While I'm aware that the majority of the Overwatch player base hates Stadium, just hear me out for a second. I really love the MOBA-like aspects that Stadium brings to the table. The ability to build out your hero and make them more and more powerful round by round is something that feels really new in a game like this, and I find it to be really fun. Plus, all the aesthetics that Stadium has are really amazing. You actually feel like you're in, well, the stadium. The way that the game plays out with the BO5 rounds format is also really fun. I just find the mode really fun. I don't have that much more to say about it. However, personally, I will say I still prefer the standard 5v5 format that the majority of the player base has gotten used to over the years, mainly due to the fact that while Stadium is incredibly fun, I find it to be a bit too fast-paced and overstimulating at times, just because of how much is going on in any given game, with the announcer, the crowd noise, and any communication you might be having with your teammates. But I still think the mode is really, really fun, and it's the new thing I enjoy the most in Overwatch 2. But with all that out of the way, that's just about it for today's video. If you liked it, leave a like and consider subscribing. Again, my goal is to hit 1,000 subs by the end of October, so any support in that goal is greatly appreciated. Streams will return next Tuesday, and they'll be every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the videos will be going back to around like 10 minutes like I used to do. Both the videos this week had to be a bit shorter due to the fact I need to make 2. Anyways, ladies, gentlemen, and degenerates, my name is Thrill, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.